So what is narcissism really? It's a term we hear a lot. Often, it's used casually, maybe too casually. True narcissism is a personality pattern. It's a deeper, more ingrained way of thinking and behaving. It affects how they see the world and their place in it. This isn't about simple vanity. It's about a fundamental way someone is wired. People with strong narcissistic traits often have a very inflated sense of self. They might truly believe they are superior, more important, or more special than others. This belief isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's quiet, but it's there. They often have a deep need for admiration, not just a desire, but a real hunger for it. This need can be insatiable, like a void. And a crucial part of this pattern, a significant lack of empathy for others. They find it hard to truly understand or share the feelings of other people. This makes relationships very challenging and often very one-sided and painful. Let's talk about two huge traits in narcissism. The first one is a powerful sense of entitlement. This means they genuinely believe they deserve special treatment. They expect favors without needing to earn them. Rules they think are for other people, not for them. They feel they should get the best of everything, the best seat, the most attention, the biggest share. This isn't just hoping for good things. It's an unwavering expectation, a demand. If they don't get what they feel they're owed, they can become very angry very quickly, or they might act bewildered, truly shocked. The second major trait is a strong desire for control. Narcissists need to feel in charge of situations and often in charge of people too. They want to dictate how things should be, how others should act, think, and feel. This control makes them feel powerful. Losing control, or even the threat of it, that's incredibly unsettling for them. They might use charm to get their way, or guilt trips, or even veiled threats. The goal is always the same: to maintain dominance. A big part of the narcissistic pattern is this: they almost never admit they're wrong. Even when the evidence is overwhelming, they will argue, deflect, or blame others, anything to avoid taking responsibility. Why is this? It seems so illogical. It's because their sense of self is quite fragile. Despite the outward show of confidence, admitting a mistake feels like a huge failure, like their whole image is crumbling. They have this carefully constructed image of perfection, or at least of superiority. Any crack in that facade is terrifying for them, so they protect it fiercely at all costs. Being wrong means they are not perfect. It means they are flawed like everyone else. And that's a thought they often can't tolerate. It clashes too much with their inner narrative. So, they fight tooth and nail to uphold it. This also ties into their lack of empathy. If you can't truly feel what others feel, it's hard to see how your actions impact them. They might genuinely not understand why someone is upset, or they might dismiss those feelings as invalid. It keeps their perfect image intact. For someone with strong narcissistic traits, criticism or disagreement often feels like an attack. Not just a difference of opinion, but a personal, vicious assault on who they are. This is often called a narcissistic injury. It's a wound to their inflated self-image. And it can cause intense emotional pain or a powerful surge of rage. Even a small constructive comment can trigger this. Imagine having a very thin skin, but pretending you have armor of steel. That's kind of what it's like. The armor is their grandiosity, their arrogance, but underneath they are incredibly sensitive to any perceived slight. They are always on guard, always vigilant. So when they feel this injury, their reaction can seem way out of proportion. To an outsider, it might look extreme. A tiny comment leads to a huge explosion or a cold, silent treatment that lasts for days. This is because the stakes are so high for them. It's not just about the comment itself, it's about what it represents, a threat. The payback playbook, why they need to even the score. So why this intense need for revenge? Why do narcissists feel they must teach a lesson? It comes back to that narcissistic injury and their deep-seated entitlement and need for control. When they feel slighted or criticized, they don't just feel bad, they feel wronged. They feel like a victim of an injustice. Someone has dared to challenge them. This cannot be tolerated in their world. They see it as a power imbalance. Revenge is their way of taking that power back. It's about reasserting their dominance. It's not about fairness or justice. It's about restoring their inflated sense of self. Teaching someone a lesson is a common phrase they use. The boss who couldn't handle the word? No. Let me tell you about Kayla and her boss, Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans was a classic narcissist. He loved being the center of attention. He expected everyone to admire his brilliant ideas. He demanded long hours and total devotion. Kayla was a good worker, very competent, but she also had boundaries, which was new for him. He wasn't used to employees saying no. One Friday, Mr. Evans demanded everyone work late. A last-minute, poorly planned project. Kayla had important family plans. She politely explained she couldn't stay. She had given plenty of notice about her plans. Mr. Evans was visibly furious. How dare she? He didn't shout, not then. He just gave her a cold, hard stare. The air in the office dropped several degrees. The following week, things started to change for Kayla. Suddenly, she was left out of important meetings. Her projects were reassigned to others. Mr. Evans would make sarcastic comments just loud enough for others to hear. Kayla realized this was his revenge, his way of teaching her a lesson. He was trying to control her through punishment. The betrayed friend who demanded total allegiance. Now let's talk about friendships. Narcissism can poison friendships too. Consider Caleb and his longtime friend Alex. Alex had strong narcissistic traits. He needed to be the leader in the friend group. He expected unwavering loyalty from Caleb. Caleb was easygoing, so he often went along until one day he didn't. There was a disagreement in their wider circle about something fairly minor. Caleb happened to side with another friend. He voiced his opinion calmly and respectfully. He didn't think it was a big deal, but Alex saw it as a profound betrayal. How could Caleb not back him up? To Alex, this was an act of treason. Alex didn't confront Mark directly at first. Instead, he started to manipulate the social circle. He spread subtle rumors about Caleb. Spotting the game how they manipulate for revenge and what's next. Narcissists manipulate for revenge using various tactics. One common tactic is gaslighting. They make you doubt your reality. I never said that, or you're imagining things. This is confusing and damaging. Another tactic is triangulation. They bring a third person into the conflict. This creates chaos and isolates their target. It makes the target feel ganged up on, and it makes the narcissist feel powerful. Understanding these patterns is crucial. Recognize unhealthy behaviors and protect yourself. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and return for more insightful content like this.